woman's fertility story will change how you see birth control forever. A lady got married a couple of years ago in May. By June, she was already pregnant, which means she had baby the next year, right? That baby was just 5 months young, not old, 5 months young when she became pregnant again. This time she had twins. And then she started complaining that she was stressed out and blah, blah, blah. She went to insert the implant. The implant can last for up to 3 years. So after 3 years, she had it removed and started trying to conceive again, TTC. Because according to her, she and her husband planned to have 4 kids. So she started trying to conceive again. First year, no pregnancy. Second year, nothing happened. And all the while, she had been researching and reading books and journals about how to boost her fertility. So she was living healthy. She was eating the right meals. She was taking the right nutrients. She was taking fertility supplements. She was exercising, but nothing happened. So after about 2 to 3 years of trying to conceive without results, she opted for IVF. She did 3 IVFs and none of them worked because she was having series of miscarriages. And that is when they discovered that her uterine lining, her uterine wall wasn't getting thick enough to hold an embryo or a zygote, as the case may be. And nothing could be done about it. But I told her she's lucky because she has 3 kids already. What if she had only one before trying birth control, or even none? Because some single people use birth control ignorantly. You know, we're always in a hurry to do birth control, we're always in a hurry to do family planning. But have you ever paused to ask how they work? Her story is just one out of thousands, and she could do it because she could afford it. But that is not the question. The question is, was anything wrong with her before she opted for birth control? Was anything the matter with her before she went to insert the implant? There was nothing wrong with her. She was absolutely okay before she went to insert the implant. Because we're always in a hurry to do birth control. We're always in a hurry to go and do family planning. But do we ever ask how they work? Have we ever paused to think, how do they work or how they work? I'll give you a summary of how they work. The first way they work is that they stop ovulation. Ovulation is the release of a mature egg from the ovary. No egg, no pregnancy. A woman who doesn't ovulate, what has she become? The second way they work is that they scrape the uterine wall, the uterine lining, also known as the endometrium. They scrape the endometrium, making implantation impossible. No implantation, no pregnancy. Implantation is when a fertilized egg, also called a blastocyst, moves from the fallopian tube to embed itself into the endometrium. The endometrium is the uterine lining. The endometrium is supposed to be between 8 millimeters and 14 millimeters thick for implantation to be successful. This thickness provides the embryo with warmth, nourishment, and everything it needs. But due to constant scraping by hormonal birth control, the uterine lining becomes very thin, making implantation impossible. So the embryo fails to implant and finds no nourishment. What will happen is that it dissolves and comes out as menses. So the menses you see when on hormonal birth control is not the real one. The third way they work is that they thicken cervical mucus. Cervical mucus is ovulation mucus. Ovulation mucus is also known as egg white. Ovulation mucus is thin, it is fine, very slippery and stretchy. So they change the viscosity of the mucus. The viscosity is a texture, making it very thick and almost impossible, or rather impossible or difficult for sperm cells to travel to where the egg is for fertilization to occur. So if the egg and sperm do not meet, there can be no fertilization, which means there can be no pregnancy. These are the 3 ways they work. And like I said earlier, some single people use these things ignorantly. And when eventually they get married, they start having fertility problems. What if I told you that your birth control could be the cause of your mood swings? This moment you're happy and okay, the next moment you're crying and depressed for no good reason. Scary, isn't it? Weight gain, high blood pressure, and even infertility. For your information, doctors don't always tell us everything. Here are 7 shocking birth control side effects that could be affecting your health and fertility. Number 5 will shock you. Hey everyone, welcome back to Planet Naturally. My name is Beatrice Okeke. I'm a certified natural family planning expert. I'm also a Catholic marriage counselor, a consultant, a coach, a trainer, and a mentor in the Department of Natural Family Planning and Fertility Awareness. On this channel, I break down everything about birth control, fertility, reproductive health for women between the 20 to 50 years age group. So do well to hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell to stay informed. Today, we are diving into the side effects of hormonal birth control or artificial family planning that most people don't talk about. And trust me, you'll want to watch this video to the end. Number 5 is the most dangerous. And we'll be talking about 7 of them out of many in order not to make this video too long. Number 1 is mood swings and depression. Ever felt irritable for no good reason? Ever felt like crying for no just cause? Research shows that hormonal birth control can affect serotonin levels. In fact, a study found that women who are on birth control are 23% more likely to suffer depression than women who are not. Can you imagine? Somebody who was happy and okay just a moment ago, the next moment she's crying for no good reason. If you ask her why she's crying, no good reason. Isn't it scary? Do we have to go through all that just because we are trying to prevent pregnancy? Have you experienced this? Let me know in the comments. Number 2 is weight gain and water retention. Many women report sudden weight gain after starting birth control. The truth is that some birth control methods increase the body's water retention and slow down metabolism. Metabolism is the process by which the body changes the food we eat and the drinks we take into energy. So when water retention is high and metabolism is slow, the result is weight gain or even obesity. Most hormonal birth control methods do this, and girls, we want to keep our hourglass shapes as best as we possibly can. Next on my list is lower sex drive. Wait a minute, what did you say? Lower sex drive? Ironically, the thing meant to enhance your sexual freedom could be the one thing lowering your libido. Hormonal birth control suppresses testosterone, which affects your desire and pleasure. If you've noticed this, girl, you're not alone. It's your birth control. Next is nutrient deficiency. Did you know that birth control can drain essential nutrients from your body? OMG, you better believe this. Important vitamins like B6, B12, folic acid, vitamin C, vitamin E, and essential minerals are crucial for energy, mood, and fertility. But all these are depleted by birth control. That is, it uses them up and diminishes them completely. Can you imagine? We have to suffer nutrient deficiency just because we are trying to prevent pregnancy. The next one is the most shocking one of them, and that is increased risk of blood clots. Number 5. Guys, this is the scariest side effect. Birth control increases your risk of blood clots up to 3 or 4 times, especially if you smoke or have a family history of clotting disorders. Are you on hormonal birth control and experiencing leg pain, chest pain, or dizziness? Seek medical help immediately because this could later lead to a stroke or a heart attack. So you want to seek urgent medical help. There are better ways of doing this, guys. Natural family planning has no side effects I've said this over and over again. We don't have or need to go through all these just because we are trying to prevent pregnancy. No. Number 6 is post-birth control syndrome, PBCS. When you stop birth control, your body might go into a shock for some women. Acne, no menstrual periods or irregular menstrual periods, hormone imbalance, and hair loss can last for months. If you want to know how to fix it, watch my next video on natural hormone balancing. Hormonal imbalance can cause a whole lot of, especially in the area of fertility. And the last but not the least, number 7, fertility issues or delayed ovulation. One of the biggest myths or stories we are being told every day is that you can get pregnant immediately after stopping birth control. Well, for some women, it can happen that way. For some, it takes about 6 months to 2 years for their cycle to normalize. And for some, it will take forever. That is why fertility awareness and natural family planning, aka natural birth control, is key. Whether you are planning for a baby in the future or not, because last, it's not just about preventing or achieving pregnancy, it's also about your health and well-being. So there you have it. And like I said earlier, we are talking about 7 out of many in order not to make this video too long, which means that there are other side effects of hormonal birth control, which we didn't mention in this video. I want to hear from you. Have you experienced any of these side effects, or are you experiencing any of them currently? Just drop a comment below. And share this video to as many people as possible. You could be saving someone's life. If you want to learn the different types of natural family planning, click this video right here. Don't forget to subscribe for more fertility tips, and I'll see you in my next video.